All right, maybe next time they'll make an announcement before they start, and we'll know
Because
what's
all of a
going
sudden
on.
they've begun.
They have just started.
Isn't that nice? I don't even know who's bowling here, do you?
It's Vallinas, because they just beat us.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have liked an announcement at least. That would have been polite. Now I have to get everything opened up to figure out
Who is who?
who is who and where they are.
Yeah, they haven't started over there yet on 31, 32, or 23 and 24.
I think it's Team Ruzzano.
Is that who that is?
It's either that or Team Bright. So on the left.
Oh, look at that spare.
On the right we have, that's Team.
Somebody almost making up the part of the Dave Jones.
Can you read the handicaps up there?
Looks like 82 minus 18, so that's 64, I think.
I was over for just the numbers. 64 and
I think 64 and
76.
76.
All right, now I can look up the rosters and then start guessing some names.
Figure out who the hell people are.
Actually, they probably have a sheet up there I can just grab.
Excellent. All right, so welcome back. This is, gosh, I don't know what round this is. It's the one that I lost. I know that.
No sheet? That's not a sheet.
That might go.
The sheet.
Not quite. Good bottoms itself. It's good bottoms.
You haven't got one yet? All right. It's easier if I just have a sheet because I'm not going to screw it up.
Ah, there's the sheet in Jason's hand.
The sheet's put the names on it, and then we'll go ahead and take off. Yep. You guys want to put your order on it?
Ooh. We're rolling. They started.
Yeah, they already started. No announcement, nothing. Here's your mic.
I don't know who anybody is. At least I know Scott Phillips. And Scott Phillips almost with a strike there. Nick, are you drinking water?
Drinking water?
That's a healthy choice.
I needed something, and I didn't feel like paying $5 for it.
Can't imagine why. There's a strike. Is that old Leo? That's old Leo. Okay. And Scott Phillips with a spare.
So it's 3 out of 5 for Team Vallinas, which is a Maryland team, and then 1 out of 5 for Team Ruzzano from Rhode Island. We actually had a pretty famous quarterfinal match with quarterfinal Fed match on this. I think this very pair with this very team.
Really? All right. And
Team-
Leo would be a
Team
mascot, not
Ruzzano.
a,
Yes.
not a, okay.
We'll get the scoreboard updated in a moment, folks. 5'7" for Mike Vallinas.
And Jared popping in with leaving the left side.
I'll pull up a little bit of research on these teams.
Vallinas was trying for it. Jared knocked this off the wall here or what? Trying to.
Play the push.
Usually you have to pay extra for it. All right, it keeps it even.
And you'll have to adjust the prop a little bit too. Missed the total at the bottom.
Ooh.
I can do this.
So Team Ruzzano finished second this weekend in Division F.
Okay.
They record of 9-2. That was a nice pop.
Camera through the hole.
Team Vallinas from Division D.
Yeah.
How about this, Chris? 11-0.
Gotta love that.
They are undefeated in this tournament.
And I'm pretty sure the North team wants to change that.
A smash from Mello in the second. Leo. Oh, that's not Leo.
Beautiful ball.
Tim with a smash in the third hole.
It did look like Leo, did it?
Yeah. You got it. Looks like Leo from behind. Mello with the single. Let's look up some averages here. See what people are carrying for the weekend.
Mike is carrying a bill.
We're going to start with Team 41, which is the Team Vallinas. So Cameron, we'll start at top. Mike Vallinas is the leadoff, right?
He is.
He is carrying 18 pins over his entering average.
Ooh, picking a man over the torch. Bless you.
And he's really the only one on the team that's anything substantial over. But 18 over your average is quite a bit. If you're averaging 47, you put up some big games.
I'd say.
If I go down to Ruzzano.
Oh, Zach.
I would say their star bowler there is going to be Leo Montero in the anchor. Came in with 139. He's carrying 148.
Whip over there from George. All right, Leo getting ready to count here, and Scott too.
Steals 8.
It's a beautiful, beautiful break.
Scott, one of those that has the near ideal ball speed for this house. Doesn't throw it too hard. For the double.
Not the double.
Yep.
Is that the mini Greek church?
I just call that 2 and 2.
I'll play that game too. All right, Phillips with a spare.
That is 2 marks in the frame for Vallinas.
And Leo getting to 17.
He picks, that is 2 marks for Ruzzano. And the spot isn't that much either. It's a 12-pin spot to Team Ruzzano. So we're starting out relatively close.
And Leo getting the 10 count.
Replay might work.
I'm literally just sitting here talking. I'm thinking about that in my head. Like, I wonder if we're going to even be able to use replay today.
I don't know what it's going to do.
Mike Vallinas, third frame.
And
2, 7, 8.
I've seen a lot of them.
Yep. You see that head pin elevate when you hit fast and light here. Mike on 17 for the second. Jared 19, both on opens.
And
Jared liked that one a lot when he let it go. That is another house break. 8 off the deck, no dead wood. 4-7 for Jared.
didn't you make the 6, 7, 8, 9 earlier?
6, 7, 8, 9 on lane 30.
Yeah.
Clean as a whistle. Going for it.
Oh, yeah, balls. That's the time to test
Now,
replay.
I'm hoping
And
it
it
works.
didn't work.
It did work.
Oh, look at
Watch
that.
him turn his back on it.
Wow.
And that's a great replay because you get to see Jared shoot the spare. We would have normally missed that.
Didn't know the replay went up there like that.
Yeah, that started last tournament out of desperation.
I see.
Replay broke.
All right.
But then some people actually like it, some people hate it.
I think it's better.
And as Pete Weber say, hate me or love me, you watched. That's all you could do.
Only thing I wish I was like
Right.
Like the price is right. You want lights around?
Yeah. Come on down.
Oh, look at. Oh, wow.
Michelle with the 610. That was for a double. Red line for Cameron. Left target.
Michelle going for the spare. Oh, that looks good. That was good.
All right. 20 bucks for Michelle Ruzzano. She has a history in this team tournament of delivering the spark for Team Ruzzano. And Jamello working on a spare. 2 marks in front of him to start the frame for Ruzzano. Only 1 for Vallinas.
Oh. You know what? Nothing wrong with it.
They all go.
They all go. Why do they all go? Why do they all go? Turn your back. 1, 2, and 3.
I didn't even see the rolling pin back there by the 8.
To be fair, I don't think Mello's it.
No. Even more surprising than the back door, that it was slow and the computer scored it right.
Bingo. Wouldn't have 3 and 4. Well, that wouldn't have happened.
Not at all. Jack Simonelli, keep it going. Leaves a 10.
I thought that ball was going to roll over.
Tim for the 20 box has a 1-3. Looks good. Yep. Water. Appreciate it.
And Zach comes around.
Jack says yes. 4 in a row for Ruzzano.
Zach says yes. Sounds like a car commercial. I'm trying to get financed.
That'll be the Rhode Island spinoff. When Zach says yes, you pay us. I'm going to get sued for copyright infringement.
That's all right.
George says,
Oh, wow.
10 pin for George.
I wasn't sure that 5-10 was going to fly away.
So I know Mike Vallinas is a Green Mount AMF Southwest Bowl. I'm not sure. I guess we would classify this as a Green Mount team.
I think this is a Green Mount team, absolutely.
And it's got spare. George, second mark of the game. First one kind of got away from him with the count. He's got 29 plus in the third. Slower start for Vallinas, and it shows in the lead separation. Ruzzano up 27 right now.
Leo with the boom here. Ooh,
Is that fast crossover light hit? Because we've got the picture-in-picture, I'm going to show it again. The crossing over fast light ball at Southwest is one that does typically not score well here.
No. Oh, look at Phillips there.
Then again, Scott goes medium speed, high and tight, and that didn't score either. Leo for the star frame, got to slide to 510.
Boogity boogity. Not happening.
All right, so Scott can bang the 410 here. That would put him even hits 4-4. Off the wall.
And as Trebek once said, what is milk?
Leo with 10. Old wood frame for Ruzzano. We're going to have 4 hits going into the 4th frame. There it is.
Phillips doing that.
Now he got it.
That's what he's trying to do. If you look at what he said, you can actually mouth son of a bitch coming out of his mouth. It turns around, son of a bitch.
Yeah, there it is. All right, through 3. It is Ruzzano 249, Vallinas 220, Ruzzano 29 and hit.
Vallinas,
Pardon me.
that's
Pardon me, it's 249, 230. I hadn't gone to the next frame
How did
yet.
it enter then?
I'm a clicker, honestly. I'm not an enter guy.
Oh, I'm an enter guy.
Jared with the fill. Solid 5.
A lot of that too.
I love, and just in general, I love the action of the ball-for-ball 5-man team. You know, it's not get that non-stop kind of back and forth.
Yep.
With less dead air, you know.
Much less.
I know that's probably one of your main nemesis in life is dead air.
Absolutely.
We don't like dead air.
We don't like dead air.
Jared doesn't like 5-man either.
Something funny just happened down there.
I see a lot of pins on the deck on 31, and I see a mark.
And you see it not moving, so
Yeah.
that's a manual score.
All right, so they both go 9-0-1. Both 9 on, 10 out. Jared is beating his man 48-46. And this is a spot that I'm sure Vallinas hasn't found themselves in this tournament much. They are trailing. Cameron with a bomb. And this is actually where it's nice to have the picture-in-picture replay because we can get Michelle's action here. You get to watch Cameron drop it in there again.
Boom.
Beautiful hit.
That was the no-doubt ball.
Cameron's first strike of the match.
And Michelle's counting here and getting
6.
We'll take 6.
2, 4, 7, 10. I think with her ball speed, this isn't a wall shot. You gotta play the slide here. Tim on the fill. Got to get there.
And he's got this. Look at that. Oh, what's Michelle going to do here?
Good try. It's licensed to go for it there. You're on a spare count.
Might as well. All right, she's going to go for the safety 2 here.
Yeah, that's one of those ones where you're technically going away from the object pin. She's going to miss all 3. She'll hold 1. Michelle's 6 on, 8 out. Nice 54 start. Fair fill for George. And Team Vallinas firing back. This is actually the perfect time for picture-in-picture replay. This is what this is made for. It's actually way better for this than it is for the Pop Whitney. Because like we can replay splits while the person's throwing their ball.
Oh dear.
Yep.
Oh, that's my least.
Got a little better, but it's still
you know what? Is that better or what?
Fast crossover light. Honestly, Andrew can't complain after the strike he got last frame.
I will say that. Phillips keeps up with his team.
4 strikes in a row for Vallinas.
Who we got? We got Vallinas.
Yeah. Look at that. I just said, you know, Vallinas finds themselves in a spot they probably haven't found themselves much in this whole tournament. Down. And they come right back this single and 4 strikes.
They drank a little recovery there, didn't they?
No kidding.
And that would have had that for hello, would have had it.
That is, you know, you're on the other team. You're a slight lead there. That is a scary sight to look across and see. You got 6 strikes. They have 4 opportunities to catch a double.
Mm-hmm. That's when you start going, oh, God.
Spare fill for Zach Simonelli.
Oh, dear. Better ball on that. There it is.
Gets a great break. Leaves a 10.
I was afraid of the 4-10 for a second.
It's also one of those rare times where, because there's so much going on in the 5-man team world, that we actually have 3 people at the desk.
It's neat.
It's kind of required, isn't it?
You and I can talk, and you, David, scoring.
Jack says yes to the single. It's not that the folks at home don't want to hear you, Dave.
Everybody loves Dave.
Everyone loves Dave.
Dave's not here, man. Dave's not here.
You know what February has proven? Dave's pretty freaking important.
Absolutely.
All right. Vallinas is going to be up hits headed to the 5th. They're going to be down scratch. Leo to stop the bleeding.
And
through the middle, almost to Dave Jones. To see Dave Jones shot minus the 10. I expect Leo to bang the wall here. Goes for the slide. Slides by. So it's going to be a 3-hit lead for Vallinas. 4 hits to 1. All the hits are strikes. Again, you'd think on average maybe one of them turns into a double.
And trying for that too. You had to.
Yeah. All right. Ruzzano leads by 19, down 3 hits. Want to call it even? I call it slight advantage Vallinas.
I'd say so.
Got a 6-7 pin lead for Vallinas. See if Mike can read the rule book.
Oh, he tried to
Rock it for the 7 pin.
It's like reading the rule book and not understanding 2 words. That's what happened.
See if Jared can read his.
Jared tried. Look at that.
Stole 9, leaves the 8. Now Mike throws it a little bit on the harder side, but if you're going to throw it hard, rotate the ball, get it into the lane. The hard throwers to get the ball way out tend to not blow them up here.
Oh, yeah.
Mike gets the single.
Maybe that's what I should have done, is slow my ball down.
So remember John Novak saying, loving the picture-in-picture replay.
Thank you, John.
Jared, blanket cover, gets his 8 to go. Stays 2 ahead of his man, hits are even.
And now we've got the double potential all the way down.
First out of 4.
Not happening.
Cameron almost
that was the 6, 7, 8, 9?
He just made the 6, 7, 8, 9. How about that?
Made the Nick Lloyd. Michelle's a dangerous weapon here.
Dangerous team bowler. Right in there.
Yes,
A ball that's tailor-made for the house. Watch it on replay. It's going to hit that pocket. Watch all the pins stay low. None of the pins are going to elevate, and they mix.
And
that's
Cameron,
what you want
what's
here.
Cameron say? All right, Cameron's taking an 8 count out of that.
That's a fortunate 8, too. That could have been like 6. 6 or worse. All right. 2 marks to start the frame for Ruzzano. See if Andrew Mello can make it 3.
No, he answers the call. Get over there.
Great break.
Something to walk down.
Cameron holds a 9 out, 54 and a half. With 2 marks. It's an unfortunate start in that second frame. 2 on and 6 out.
Wow. All right, we've got our second double attempt here.
Andrew slides by.
What'd you notice this weekend? A lot of sliding, a lot of biting. What do you think?
On the ball reaction?
Yeah. There it is. There's your double.
It's bite early and slide late.
Okay.
I said, I think we're going to get at least 1. And Tim having a solid game after that first frame with the 7 box. It's come back, strike, 8 spare, 2-timer.
All right, is George going to make it 2? You get 2 doubles early on. That's not unrecoverable territory.
As someone who bowled the 3-hole for the first time this weekend, underrated position because it can either be a boat anchor in the middle of the team or it can be the glue that holds them together.
That's it. And hold on.
Slide by me. Katie, I'll tell you, if I can make a shout out, Katie Deach had a phenomenal weekend.
Didn't she? Holy
phenomenal weekend.
Absolutely.
Zach stealing 9. Leaves a 2-pin. I believe that after it was all said and done with the 2 games today, Katie Deach averaged over 140 for 13 games.
Yeah, she's
phenomenal
weekend. Women's high average in this thing, probably.
If it was just, well, Amanda had it after 11, and that's what they give the award to.
Okay.
But Katie was second.
All right, George missing his single pin here. Zach still going on his, and yet no,
Didn't bite.
That ball didn't bite at all. Runner 31. All right, getting the 10 box, George. And Zach answering back.
Ooh. Deadwood runner almost ate it on 31-32. All right, Leo Montero to close out the 5th.
He's looking for some fun here. Oh, and he gets some fun, but not enough.
Took the 5, can't get it to go. Scott Phillips, this is for a double. High and tight, leaves you 3. So, as I expected, 1 out of 4 get the double for Vallinas. Hits are even at the moment in the 5th. The 3-2. Tim caught the double. So, Vallinas is up hits. Leo's got to have this 5 to get close to even. He's got it. Leo 55 plus the half.
Phillips going for the 20 count here.
Leo has not missed a break. Nope, slide by. See it. Well, starts to check early, but gets to that back end, it's going to escape.
Yep.
especially in the last about 8 feet here.
See, I figured it would stay up front and skate in the back. But
Nope.
Total reverse. All right, Scott with the 10 box, the half point, what are we, 385?
Rob, they do oil the lanes here by hand, typically about 8 to 10 feet with the mop.
Ooh.
After 5, the Vallinas in the lead, 394, 385.
And with a double.
Hits are even, though.
Okay, getting one extra stick there.
There's a 9-pin lead for Vallinas. Mike ripped the middle, went for it, didn't get it to go. Jared beat the side for 6. 1, 2, 4, 8. It's on the 1-2 side, and he does. Jared with 2 marks in a row after a missed single in the 4th. Mike with 10.
Michelle going for a double here. See if she can throw the Southwest special.
Oh, she loves these games on TV.
Ooh.
Not too fortunate there on the side, only 3. Got a big hole on that left side. Cameron high and tight.
Not out of trouble there.
Leaves 2 and 1.
Surprise visit from Steve Holzer on lane 23. And he's dancing.
No, so it's not a urethane finish at Parkville. It's a synthetic lane, but it's the material and the surface roughness of the synthetic at Parkville that still makes it play pretty straight. This surface they're bowling on here at Southwest on paper is a higher friction surface, but with the oil and the carry down oil and the carry down oil, the reaction isn't as sharp on the back end as it could be. Michelle, disappointing 7 box there.
Now, you know what the motivation was for those lanes at Parkville? When we bought them?
Lower.
They were the cheapest ones.
Appreciate the honesty. I mean, I can't say they don't score.
Oh, they score a lot better than what was there.
The Murray lanes.
They are the U.S. bowling.
Yeah.
Got a great deal out of them for that.
They're holding up well.
Oh, looky. I thought that was coming back.
I can tell Andrew liked that one out of his hand. All right, this is a big ball in the match. Tim in the 3-hole for a triple.
Oh, God,
no.
that's the worst thing you can do.
Well, anytime you see a double in a close game, it's a big momentum shift one way or the other, and that's worst case scenario on the 2 count on the double. Andrew steps up, drills the 5. If you're on Team Ruzzano, you just dodged the bullet there.
Ooh.
And only 5 on the second one. 84 half, but left a lot of pins out right there.
What kind of pickup are we getting? No, that is...
2 on, 5 on, 5 out. Disaster.
That's like the double didn't exist.
No, it's like it never happened. Zach Simonelli through the middle.
Zach's been going through a lot.
Yeah, I mean, his last 4 first balls were all singles. That one pushing through. George off the side for 7.
Which is a safe way to play this house.
Zach went for the slide shot there. It's advantage Ruzzano at the moment. They're up 3 hits, even though they are down 6 pins.
I think I would take the hits.
Oh,
You can't do that in this house.
carried it.
You can't do that.
Oh, Zach with 9.
Not quite there. All right, Leo going for a little bit of magic here. And then there's Misha coming in.
Don't out me like that.
If you're going to talk, you're going to out yourself.
Can we go up the center?
Oh, golly gee.
That's not fair. 6. That's not a
The
yay.
7. Scott Phillips is due here, and he knows it. It ain't happening on that ball. Ziggy zag.
You shoot the 4 pin on this or the 5?
I'm shooting the 4.
I usually shoot 4, but if I actually do need to make
You
it,
gotta kiss the 5 on the right side really slow. If you hit
Leo
it too hard, it's gonna go straight back like
You gotta
that.
look it in the eye when you kiss it.
You gotta kiss it right in the ear. Right over.
He went for the 4. Right, no hits for Vallinas. 2 hits for Ruzzano. Leo takes 10.
And we've got a game going here.
There you go.
It is a 1-pin game with 4 to go. Ruzzano 450, Vallinas 449. Ruzzano up a pin and 2 hits. Means after this frame, we'll be pretty much even on scratch. And Ruzzano is getting spotted 12 pins in handicap.
Vallinas says, no.
Well,
baby.
Well, Mike Vallinas, if you don't like that black t-shirt, I have a solution for you. How about a different black t-shirt? It's called the Dave Jones Signature Edition.
I have one. Oh my, let's look at that.
Tidal wave strike for Jared Ruzzano on a spare.
Wow.
Wow.
You see that? Ball just deflected around the 7 pin.
Final 2?
final 2. Move it up.
Okay. Wow. 3 object pins for Mike Vallinas. He gets 8 out of it, leaves 7-10.
Isn't that something?
See if Michelle can back him up.
She likes that ball.
9-10 for Michelle.
We'll get a re-rack here on 27.
Say, while we're waiting for everything to reset, flooring system aside, the fantastic mechanical operation Southwest. That's always.
As always. I hear the pit was flooded down here earlier. Did that not happen? Oh well. Nothing they can do with it.
No.
All right, go get it.
Is it just rushing in the back door or is it part of the building?
Michelle with 10. This is Cameron for the spare. He's got the 1-3. Nope. Pushed it. So it is now it's squarely advantaged Ruzzano. They've got hits and they've got the lead. Andrew Mello on the spare fill.
I like that. Look at that.
That's a gift. It's a gift in this house.
That 2 pin should probably not have gone.
There should be a lot more than the 2 pin that would have had to have gone. That's supposed to be like 5 or 6.
When the bowling gods are on your side, they're on your side.
So that's the 2 spare fills for Ruzzano were both put strikes, and they were both lucky strikes for Jared and Andrew. That's a big break.
Speaking of lucky strike, you going up?
We'll see. Tim in the 7. Look out. The side leads 2-4-10 split.
Oh dear.
Zach almost went double deuce.
Double to Zutch.
Oh, a shot.
What a ball.
That's for a spare. Eight box for Zach Simonelli. Headed to the anchors. Or the anchor of Ruzzano. It's Leo Montero, who's had a kind of nothing burger of a game so far, but it's all been splits. Strike in the first, spare in the 5th. It's all been splits besides that.
George is wind up and release. Leaving the Andy.
Leo to close out the 7.
Leo liked that one. He thought he was going to go. I thought it was.
Leaves the 8. And it gave him a strike.
Da da da, da da da. And the spare forward.
It's not like the 8 pin moved either. It was just there.
It was just there, yeah. We should have these TV timeouts sponsored.
Yeah. SpareBreak.com is one we can always plug.
SpareBreak.com. Or coffee.com/duckpinsforever.
I'll watch and see it and figure it out. We gotta wait on the pin setup anyway. Get the stare at it. Good. Nope. It said no, I don't like that.
Press all the buttons that told you to press. Didn't do it.
Not up in here.
Ah, dang it.
Here goes Nick Lloyd. Here goes Nick.
What you don't got is a computer.
Go to fix the scoreboard.
Hey, it's the only way I get on TV. Move out of the way. It's the only way I get on TV.
All right, guys. You got the wide angle in?
Thanks.
Go well. Thanks. Thank you for letting us spin.
And Nick makes the fix. Lane 28's coming down with the 8-pin. Scott Phillips trying for a little magic. And
That's not very magical. Let's see if he can give us a Regina Greco attempt here.
Yeah, I thought Gina had that one on last week. 2 weeks ago, last week.
Now, did you notice after she almost made it, she looked at us and told us to delete that clip of her dancing? Not only did we not delete it, we turned it into a reel.
About to say.
Leo slides by the 8. Going to be 2 hits for Ruzzano, 2 hits for Vallinas. Going for it. That was not far off. Leo with 10, a disappointing 82 in the 7th. Scott going to hold some pins here. He'll take 1. Okay. 3 to go. Ruzzano 518 to 495 for Vallinas. Hits are 2 to 2. 23 pin lead for Team Ruzzano with 2 chances to double in the 8.
Hello.
Mike.
No.
Big break, lead for 7. Jared for the double, 7th and 8.
Double, Jared. What are we doing? And?
I think he overthrew that one just a little.
Yeah, he was trying to get to something that wasn't there.
He was trying to drill him in the pit, overthrew it just a hair.
Can't do that. But leaving him a spare break at least. There's a way to push that through. And Mike going by that.
Mike slides by the single. Does Jared have the 20 box?
Jared has the 19 box.
19 is fine.
Would you rather have the head pin with that lead or not?
That 5-pinner Jared had? No, I'd absolutely rather not have the head pin.
Either.
Without the head pin, it's a much easier shot.
Okay. Some people wanted to argue that with me about that yesterday.
If the head pin's easier?
Yeah.
No chance.
No.
No chance. Especially in tougher houses, no chance. In the crazy juiced houses, you can bang that off the wall.
Right. I know one of those.
Me too. I gotta go there later. Staff meeting. Super exciting.
Oh boy. Look at that ball. Oh, I thought that was going to carry more. That's the 4th time we've seen that on this ball.
The secret to this one, if Al's watching, is I gotta be on time for this one.
You know what, Greg? We saw infinity time for this house 4-9.
I believe it. Oh, wow.
Cameron sliding by.
I had a 480 Tuesday and a 480 in both sets on Wednesday, so I can't complain about seeing that. Oh, only taking 1.
That's an interesting try at it. Cameron, 9 out. 82 in the 8th. Michelle ahead of her man.
Michelle goes, she's going to take another one?
Yep. Michelle 96 in the 8th. It is a 33 pin lead for Team Ruzzano. They are down a hit. Needs one more to go. Did he get the belt?
No belt. Does that work here?
Occasionally,
Okay.
but not often.
I haven't seen that enough.
9 count and a break for Tim at 108 in the 7th. Red line for Andrew Mello. That was 4 double.
Oh, no. Sliding by for 10.
This would be a good time for Andrew to capitalize on that miss. 1, 3, 6, 10. No pick.
We got the 3 part.
Now, there's a question, Chris.
Yeah?
If Tim takes a 9 box,
Yeah.
bounced out of the gutter, does Andrew go for 2 here, or does he go for all 3?
Well, I go for all.
I feel like that for me, Dave, I don't know what you think, but I feel like I go head pin.
Head pin? Yep, head pin.
I'm going, well, with me throwing 3-7, 3-8s,
Yeah.
I'm going for the head pin to bank off.
I'll go for that hole anyway.
That's just the thing. Everybody says, go through the hole, I dare you. You can't do it. Hold my beer.
Oh, but I will. I can and I will. All right, this is the last count of the 7th frame for Team Vallinas in the hands of George in the 4 hole. Trailing by 30, up 1 hit. They need something to get going here. Not out of time yet, but they need to get the momentum.
And
That
that's
does
not it.
help. Fast crossover light. 5-10. George turned around, picked up the ball, and said, wow, he was a little disappointed or surprised in that hit. Zach Simonelli, high and tight.
Here.
3-4-10.
Jinx.
So we got some creative designs here. Going for it. Oh. Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's
That's a hell of an effort.
definitely the way I would have shot it.
George gets one now. 104 in the 8th. Tough frame for both teams. There are no marks on the board at all now.
Maybe there will be one in a moment.
23 pin lead for Ruzzano. There are combined 11 boxes to go for the team. 23 pin match, no hits for anybody. Scott Phillips trying to change that, leaves a 5. Leo has not marked since the 5th, has not struck since the 1st. Now,
Yeah,
Deuce.
he came over the top of it. Big time.
I think he was trying to hope that ball was, and he dropped it, but he was trying to hope that ball was going to hold the pocket.
Yeah, and he knew it when he let it go.
Scott sliding by, that's a gift.
That
Could have almost guaranteed Vallinas up a hit. 4-6 lead for Leo. Got to hold wood. Scott can pull back a pin or two here. Gets his 10. 103 in the 8th.
And Leo will go for the safety here.
Yeah, I don't think you're not trying to be the hero here and make this.
No, not for a 10.
F, 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 E, E, C, 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 I, C, C. How'd I do? All right. 580 to 558 as Scott pulls back a pin there. No hits for anyone. It is a 22 pin match. We have 2 frames to go, and this is the frame that kind of determines it for me. Vallinas kind of has to win this frame. No one's filling anything, so they're going to be about the same separation at the end of the 9th. So Vallinas has to win this frame so they can be up hits going into the 10th. Or at least they've got to get some strikes if they're even hits so they can double in the 10th. Like Vallinas to start the 9th. Uh-oh. 10 pin. Jared off the side lead for 1-2-4.
I remember my first strike too.
Lucky 5-0 just had a double. Oh, you know what's beautiful about that? You know the last pin to fall? The 5.
Of course it was.
I know.
You know if they win today, what their record will be today?
5-0. Mike Vallinas makes the single in the 9th after Jared blows by the 3-pinner. There's 1 hit lead for Vallinas.
+1. And
Jared holds the pins. So again, if they're, spare versus 10, you're not going to see any changes in the lead yet, but Vallinas has to win this frame and get up hits.
that's correct.
We're in the 2-hole. Slow start to this game. He's got 82 in the 8th. They need him now. He carries a 2-1 for a strike. Watch it again.
Crossover into the 1-3 was very nice. I think my wife just got a spare strike over there.
She slid something for a split.
Very
Split
good.
spare. Michelle through the middle.
I keep watching my payday and my bank account get bigger.
Tried to kill somebody.
Well, that's Jenna. Oh! Tim with a chance here to keep the mark train going.
Michelle in the hole. That ain't
dear.
good.
Michelle unhappy about that.
Yeah, we can understand why. Slides by. Open frame of the 9th attempt. Michelle, these pins could matter quite a bit.
Take 3.
Take 4. All right.
All right. Mellow yellow. Somebody kicked the camera? What was it?
Landed perfectly.
Take me to church. Andrew Mello with the Greek church in the 9th.
Wow. Granddaughter with a spare over there, too. Interesting.
First 4 bowlers of that team over there. They have 5 hits. Spare, double, spare, spare. George off the side for 6. Andrew at the Greek church. Oh, wow. That's about a 1/4 inch away from getting all 5. He catches a hair more of the 6 pin. He's got all 5 of them. George at the 4-pinner. Chance. Off the wall. Doesn't get it to go. Andrew 7 box.
Wow.
Could be some costly pins there. It is down to an 18-pin lead for Ruzzano. 9 for George. 113 in the 9th. Jack Simonelli, 9th frame. Off the side, 2-7-8. That's a tough break. Not a good ball, but a bad result. Scott Phillips. Oh! Ow! I need an adult. That's
Ouch.
disgusting.
That does hurt.
That was, oh, well, now we got 2 of them. Ouch. I don't know what happened there, Mike. Mike said it happened.
Fuck that so much at every house. We actually made it.
Yeah, 5 of the best bowlers in the country shoot that 100 times. They might make it once.
You want to guess who made it?
Andrew on a flyback. John Green. Richie.
No.
You.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
I had to make it last night at Finland.
My confidence was low.
That
You
was...
couldn't tell.
Uh-oh.
There it is again.
I mean, how many times are we going to leave that? Is that time 5 or 6?
All right. Leo Montero at the 2-7-8 to close out the 9th frame. Does the same thing Zach just did. Now he's going to hold 1. So Vallinas overall has held wood better this frame. They're going to be up 2 hits. This is going to be a close one. Watch this. Put that score in. It is an 18-pin lead for Ruzzano. They have no hits. Vallinas has 2. Vallinas down 18, up 2 hits with 1 frame left.
What's going to happen here?
Here we go.
Oh, my.
Jared imploring that ball to carry. Screamed, get up at it at about 40 feet. Leaves 6-10. spare fill for Mike Vallinas.
On Mike banging that head pin. No, it's trailed away.
He's gotten away with it a little bit. He hated that shot when he let it go.
You can tell.
7 count. 6-10 for Jared. This is an important one.
Jared.
Aces the shot for the
Yeah. That's
133
Jared.
and a count for Jared Ruzzano. Mike has to answer now. He's got the 137. No.
Wow.
Hits the head pin. And Vallinas now back up against the wall. They still have a chance here, but this is a spot they have seldom found themselves in all weekend, trailing. They have not lost a game of our entire tournament. They're 12-0 coming into this game. Mike Vallinas shoots a disappointing 114. Jared. Yes. Hey. Safety. 142 for
It's
Jared
a
Ruzzano.
safety dance. Reset
Can
number
you
28.
expand that prop to the right? Just this one.
Wow, that's turning into a match over there.
Michelle, 10th frame, has not marked since the 5th.
Come back. Oh, no.
All right,
Okay, that's leavable. Makeable. It's leavable. Isn't. What isn't? What isn't leavable?
Everything's leavable if you try hard enough.
649.
I got to see the 6-8 taken out of a rack at Finland last night. $6-8. Spare not made.
You don't say. Oh, Michelle, is it coming over? Is it coming over? Is it coming over?
No.
It's not coming over. No say.
See how important that miss becomes. So, Jared with the conversion in the 10th, Mike with the open, now Michelle with an open, and Cameron stepping up on a strike.
This is when the game can change.
This,
we all know.
this could be the ball of the match right here.
A double here,
This could be the one.
and then all of a sudden, it's like starting a new game with 3 bowls.
Now, I got clarification on this, that if they tie, they will switch lanes and bowl a 10th frame with 10% of the handicap. Now, this matters, and I'm going to say this, it matters. Team Vallinas is a 64 handicap. They will get 6 pins. Team Ruzzano is a 76. NDBC rules.
Round
section-
down. Round up for tournament.
in roll-offs only.
Okay.
Handicap would round up, so they would get the 7.6. They would get 8 pins.
Wow, we got to change that word.
What? Add button. Trust please for the rest of your life.
Ladies and gentlemen, paging Ken Sherman. Paging Ken Sherman to lane 28.
Or Ken Crossman. We're not picky.
I'd say Ken Crossman is about as good as Ken Sherman. You're getting that.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody's like David.
Right here, let's go.
28 is back on. And we are ready to go on this strike count for Cameron. Cam's going to pull a 7 out of that. 7, 8, that's it.
Andrew Mello, 10th frame.
Mello says
2. All right, Cameron with the 1-2-8. This is an important shot.
That he
steals it.
that he makes.
Ow!
Folks, if you believe in miracles, you should
What?
see how high Nick Lloyd just jumped out of his chair. Okay, it was a good 6 inches.
Good 3 inches.
Wow. My God, if you heard about the earthquake in Linthicum today, folks, we know where it came from.
Dover Lanes felt that one. To get out of my way. Yeah. Andrew, 1-4-7. He's going to leave them standing 7 box.
Cameron with a big count here.
This could be massive. How many?
That's the tie. That's the tie almost.
9.
9 pins.
So 650.
Still a boulder to go.
Bowler to go if Tim gets
Theoretically.
now if Tim gets a 9 box, you know what that means. I'm glad I asked you. I'm glad I asked you because it's close. It's damn close. What? This game. What about overtime? Oh.
And Tim is going to be going for a 9 or 10 box here.
Yeah, Tim's going to be going for a 9 or 10. If he gets a 9 box, we're dead even with 2 bowlers to go.
Well, you said 29 and 30 for that one, right? Okay, thank you.
Look at that. Zach at crunch time. Zach when he needs it and knows he needs it.
That was a pure shot right there. And it reset on Tim.
And it reset on Tim.
So Tim will have to get that pin respotted for the 3rd ball. Right.
Nick's going to have to do some surgery here. So Nick's heading up to Did you win? Good. Wow. All right, brother-in-law won. Wife may pull it off here. I'm not sure.
This is interesting to me. The teams have agreed to let him shoot it out of the rack. You make the call at home, folks.
I think you got it. I think so.
Almost.
I think so. I think you got it. I think you got it.
9. All right, that means it's a tie game with 2 bowlers to go, and Zach has already started in the 4-hole and put up a strike.
All right. Zach going to go again? Zach's going again.
Oh, man. Now, listen to the reaction from the roadies if Zach drops another one in there.
We'll keep it quiet for a second. All right, no need to keep
Triangle.
it quiet.
How does George respond? Has to have a mark to keep the match even.
Fire in the hole.
In the hole.
Fire in the hole.
Got him. Gets the 4 to go. Watch it on replay. Out of nowhere, there it goes. Zach get the 20 to force George onto a spare. He leaves
19.
the 8. If George gets a spare on this 2-ball fill, Vallinas is up 1 pin going to the anchors.
Or the unthinkable, maybe it's a double.
This is the just about the pinnacle of the No Bad Sundays, isn't it, Chris?
This is it.
This is the Fed match kind of game right here.
Crabs and duck pin bowling. That's what we do. That's what Maryland does. George knows what he needs here.
See what he gets. Double would be colossal in this position. It's left.
Okay.
It's 5. Gotta have it. You gotta think he's gotta have at least 4 here.
George's got to get 4 here to keep this an even game.
4 is a tie game. How many? He's got 4.
He's got it. Oh my God.
49 frames for each team. It comes down to box 50.
This is it. This is a new game. This is a singles match right now.
This is a 1-frame game for it all.
3 balls thrown no matter what. Leo delivers first.
Does he have it?
Yes, he. Oh man, I thought that was.
Well, it's not a strike, but it is a break. Both anchors have struggled in this game. Who's going to come through in the 10th?
Oh, singles.
Both balls could have struck. Both of them have to shoot singles, and both of them haven't shot spares well in this game. Leo, arguably the easier single. It's the 3-pin.
That's in there. That's one of them. That's one of them. Phillips knows he needs it.
Quickly firing.
Oh my God, look at what we've got here. We've got a one-ball game. 39
boxes for each team. It comes down to the back half of the 50th box.
A one-ball game.
You can't get any closer. Scott has to match or beat what Leo does on this ball. Leo with a strike on this ball can guarantee no less than a tie. What does he have? 9. Scott with a strike to win it.
9 to tie.
For the win.
Kiss my ass! My ass! Look at that! Look at that!
It's a tie! We are tied at 697.
Yeah, one frame. One more frame. One frame. One gets 6 pins. One gets 8 pins. Okay, I have seen a grown man satisfy a camel, but I've never seen this.
Now, right here, tournament director Jason Saggy is explaining the rules now. I'm glad I asked him about this before the tournament. They now switch lanes. They bowl one frame of overtime. Team Vallinas gets 6 pins handicap. Team Ruzzano gets 8. We will keep the score back here on the computer. They will manual reset. It's like a 10th frame. Everyone gets 3 balls.
1
8
frame.
and 6. 8 for Ruzzano, 6 for Vallinas. What a finish. One frame. I clarify. I'm glad I asked before the tournament because I wanted to know, just in case. This had never happened. This is our first tie of 5-man teams ever. All right, here we go. Welcome to overtime.
All right, we're back with free bowling.
These frames are on the house.
Have you ever gotten a more exciting match?
So, we're gonna keep score. So Jason, 8 to 6, right? 8 to 6 handicap? Yes, 8 to 6.
First delivery.
11th frame for Jared is in the corner. He leaves the front bucket. It will not be scored automatically. We will do it ourselves back here at the desk. Mike Vallinas in the 11th. Through the middle leaves a 2-6. 1 frame sudden death to decide the quarterfinal. We are tied at 697. Jared.
Oh my!
Tough shot to make. I mean, the adrenaline's got to be coursing like crazy right now. Jared, open frame, leaves the head pin. Mike to slide to 2-6. Doesn't have it. We're still tied. Folks, watch all the way to the right side of the scoreboard. We're going to be keeping score in the 10th. It is a 2-pin spot in overtime to Team Ruzzano. 9 out for Jared. Mike Vallinas. 9 as well. 17 to 15 is the lead for Team Ruzzano. See that bottom right corner of the screen? We are keeping score all the way on the 10th frame, far right. Michelle Ruzzano in the 11th frame. It feels right to call it the 11th, Chris.
I like it.
In the 11th, it's in the middle.
Take one. There it is.
Leaves the 10. Cameron firing in the 11th.
Gonna be right.
4, 5, 5.
I'd rather that head pin be there for that one.
It makes it, 5 pin goes on that one. It's better to have the head pin. If the 5's also there, it's a harder
Head
shot.
pin should go away.
Yeah, head pin should go. So that's the easier shot now. Cameron with the 1, 2, 4, 7, and the 8 and back. Michelle with the 10 pin.
And Michelle's going to get it. Michelle's going to get it.
Now becomes the 10th frame. She gets a count ball. Cameron to cover. No. It is advantage Ruzzano. Cameron with the third ball in the 11th frame. He'll take 10. After 2 bowlers, it's 25 for Team Vallinas.
And Michelle on her fill ball here.
How many? It's down there.
It's 10. It's 10. It's
It's
not
going to
10.
be
It's
6.
Okay.
That's like a whole mark almost. It's now 33 to 25. 3 bowlers to go. Team Vallinas is going to have to catch a mark at some point in the bottom 3. We'll see if Tim can get one. 11th frame. Oh, solid 5. Looks like 2 weeks ago, Dave.
It's like all day here.
5 pin, 5, 5, 5 pin.
5.
Andrew Mello, 11th frame. High and oh no! That's a big break. That's a quarter inch away from disaster. He gets the 2 to go.
And he gets it. And
Tim with the cover. Count balls to roll in the 3-hole. 8-pin lead for Ruzzano. Again, Vallinas getting 6 pins of handicap for overtime. Ruzzano 8. Their handicap was 76, but rules dictate that 7.6 rounds up for roll-offs only. Get that extra pin. That extra pin could be the winner. Andrew for an 11th frame double.
no.
Way left.
But it might. It might. It might.
Steals 9.5.
Good. God.
Goodness.
All right. Tim trying with a cover here. Tim knows what he needs.
Tim needs all of them.
And he gets a lot of them.
He gets 9 of them. All right, he does his
That's
job
pretty
there.
good. We need a runner on wing 28.
It's possibly just a cover. Jesse Deach with the run. Is that what that is?
That's not. Is that Jesse?
Yeah.
It is Jesse. There we go.
I love how they're pressing Deadwood to block the sensor, even though that we're not keeping score right now.
It's funny, isn't it?
This is funny.
It's funny because it's true.
We can throw shit all over the place. It doesn't matter.
Okay, it's just the single 9 for Andrew. A spare, he gains a pin on his man, and it's a 9-pin lead. If he misses, it's a wash. No. Oh, so that's a wash there. It's still an 8-pin lead, 52 to 44 for Ruzzano.
All right, George for his big ball.
Now George has to get a mark. George firing first could put some pressure on Zach here. Especially if he gets all 10 on this one.
Oh, yeah.
7-pin.
Oh, that's not going to go? That's a
It's walking.
too far in front?
And I think we're going to run out of oil here in a sec. Now it's walking right, and that's going to be
And
that's
that's the
going to be a 7-pin. Zach praying for a spare break on this ball.
Oh, I think he was praying for that. I'm pretty sure he was going for that. And the 7-10 go down.
Look at him splashing out the back row. He knows how important that was. This is a must for George.
You know we're not avoiding a north-north line.
George has to have this one now. Almost a required make. And he's got it. But the big advantage still, Ruzzano up 8 pins. Zach has 2 balls to count. Still shot for Zach. Does he have another? Oh, wow. Not a moment too soon.
Same ball, same house. Look what happens. It's so amazing.
Okay, George has a chance to pull back count here. If he gets 9 or 10, he could pull back some count. And it almost has to have 9 or 10. How many? 8
of them.
Not terrible. Zach, It's 2-6. If Zach gets one pin here, it's a wash. He leaves it, so Vallinas is going to pull back a pin there. It is a 7-pin lead for Ruzzano, 69-62. Everyone in the building now circling around this pair.
And Scott must mark right
Scott's
there.
got to have one. Got to bite. Wash out. 1, 2, 10. Can Leo deliver the goods? Leo gets any kind of pin count here. Scott will need to convert this, but if Leo can strike, it's all but over. Five, 7. Scott Phillips has to make it.
This is a must-win right here.
No.
No, it's not happening. Game's
And
over.
Team Ruzzano is going to survive, and down goes Vallinas. The 12-0 run comes to an end. Leo going to slide by. Scott going to take 9. We're going to fast track to the end here. Leo is going to reset, give him 8. Stand up and applaud that.